What is up, Echo Master League? Welcome to the second game of this beautiful Wednesday night. If you missed the last game, it was between 11.5 versus Ren, probably the game of the week, in which Ren won in 2 rounds. It is week 4 of season 4. Today, or I guess tonight, I should say, we've got Purple Playhouse versus Kill Code. I'm Fingolfin on the mic with H Penny 2 at the caster slot, or co-caster slot, I should say.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we have a lovely little matchup once again, and I'm coming off of the last match here. Definitely had a bit of a crazy last match here, so we will see how this one goes as well as our teams are readying up here. Yeah, we have, see again, Purple Playhouse here on our orange team and Kill Code on our blue team. Looks like it's looking at about a pretty medium platinum range. So yeah, probably have a nice little matchup for us.
Yep, we've got Trod on cams. We've got Sammy McCower, Yanis, Yegaboom, Waffled Life on Purple Playhouse, Impact Gods, Solar Peak, Ghost Duck, Jack on Kill Code. All right, we're going to be headed here for the neutral joust in a few moments, and they are going to be out of the tunnels now. All right, let's see who wins it. It's going to be Kill Code, and it's an immediate headbutt off the neutral joust. What the heck?
That is certainly a way to start the match, I presume. Yeah, just hitting the head, but you love to see it. All right, Kill Code with the 3 in less than 10 seconds. See how Purple Playhouse responds after an interesting, perhaps maybe a little bit lucky, or maybe it was calculated. Hey, I don't know. Move there. Jagaboom has that. It is going to be Ghost Duck stealing that, though, and it's going to be just kind of bouncing around into the Purple Playhouse bubble. Jack has that. It was almost an open goal for them. Tries to dunk it in, but Waffled Life with the save. Going to send it out. Try to get the clear here. Going to bounce around in that midfield range here. Waiting for someone to try to get that again. Looks like it's going to be Sammy. Gets a hold of that, but the stun, that pressure is too much for them to hold on that disc. Zuck gets that just narrowly in time, getting a immediate snap clear into the Playhouse zone. Looks like it's going to be Impact, just kind of holding onto that, trying to draw out the pressure, sending it up to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck pulling onto that, passing over to Jack. Got the stack pressure coming in from Purple Playhouse here. Gonna get the pass up over to Impact, moving into the bubble. Gonna try to get the crossover to Jack, but waffled with the stun is gonna stop that from happening. It is still in their possession though. They are not done fighting yet. Tries to get the reset over to Ghost Duck, but that is a miss. That stack coming in from Purple is going to also miss that Impact with their stack coming in. Going to get that. Gonna try to get into the bubble. Eventually gets it. Ghost Duck setting it in again, but waffled with another save. It's gonna bounce into the midfield zone here. Impact really just trying to keep a hold on that disc here. Solar P sending that over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck in the bubble. Pretty hard pressure, but is going to snap it up finally for the two, bringing them up another 2 points for Kill Code.
Great pressure from Kill Code here. A lot of mistakes on both teams. We'll see if they can clean this one out. Still 8 minutes to go. Purple Playhouse, a lot of time for them. These names are really long, by the way, for Purple Playhouse. All right, it's going to be Sam here over to Yegaboom. Yegaboom going to cross that to Waffle. Waffle being pressured by that kill code stack over to Yanis. Yanis up to Sam. And it's a beautiful shot here. And it's 5-2, still in favor of kill code. But Purple Playhouse shortens that lead.
Shorten that lead. They do indeed. In Kill Code, we're going to see their first joust advantage of this game here. See how they decide to roll out and respond to that 2-pointer here. Ghost Duck holding on to that, sending it up to Solar P. Solar P crossing it down to Impact Gods, keeping a nice little, I was going to say triangle, but there's 4 players in that triangle, so I presume it is more of a random polygon. Sending it over from Jack to Solar P. Moving it over to Impact Gods, just really trying to keep possession of that disc here, really trying to play and tire out that pressure from Playhouse. Gonna try to get it in, but Sammy is there waiting for it and getting the save. Gonna get the pass up to Yanis now that's in their possession, but they lose it to a stun. It's back in the hands of Killcode. Killcode setting it down in the Playhouse zone. No one there to receive it for their team, so it's going to get sent back down into their zone. Into their bubble here. Some stuns and just a bit of a scrum going on here. Gonna be Playhouse that ends up getting that again. Yanis sending it over to Yagaboom. Moving it in. Just them and the goalie. That's another 2 points for them. Now bringing up that point difference to just a point between the two.
A 1 point difference here. Killcode is going to really need to be careful. Limit those turnovers. All right, we'll see what they'll do with their offensive joust. They're going to be coming out of the tunnels now. It's going to be Ghost Stuck. Oh, and the Purple Playhouse stack overshoots that. Solar P taking their time. Going to put that over to Jack. Jack over to Impact Gods. Double fast stacks here from Purple Playhouse. Impact God's going to reset that one back to Jack. Jack down to Ghost Stuck. Ghost Stuck presumably going to pass this one. Yep, up to Jack over Sammy. And it's a beautiful shot here from Jack. 7-4 in favor of Killcode.
Holding on to their lead, getting some more points up for them. See how Playhouse responds to this here once again. Seeing a little bit of back and forth, but Killcode just pulling ahead a bit. We're seeing a little bit of mistakes on both sides here, as it tends to happen, especially this early on. So we'll see who ends up coming out in the lead. But right now, Playhouse in a very good position. Yanis finally resegged that back to Yagaboom. Yagaboom gonna try to get the pass over up to Sammy, but that shield is not their friend today. Sammy ends up recovering it though, but off the double diamond. Geometry is really not their friend right now. They end up, looks like they're gonna get that recovery. Sammy gets it once again after some pretty stark pressure off the ding ring though, and the attempted shot is not going to happen. Once again, just really trying to get that clear out. Finally happens though. Killcode gets that, and it's an open 3. Looks like it almost missed off the ding ring there, but it bounces off the ring into the goal for another 3 points for Killcode, giving them a pretty important advantage right now.
Brutal mistakes here from Purple Playhouse there on offense. I feel like they had a really good opportunity to score there, but now it's 10-4 against them. We'll see. They're going to dribble here. It's going to be Waffle up to Yagaboom. Yagaboom pressured by that fast stack. Going to try to throw that one away. Over to Waffle, taken by Impact Odds, but Yanis is going to recover. Over to Sam. Sam pressured by Ghost Stuck. Over to Yanis, back to Yagaboom with a beautiful juke on the goalie there, and going to get the 2.
Purple Playhouse trying to hold on here while they have a few minutes. Definitely plenty of time for a recovery, I would say, as it's just 2 goals, whether they're 2 or 3s behind here. But Killcode, still with their advantage here, is going to hold on to the disc. Ghost Stuck just kind of juking around the top of the roof here. All their players, or 3 of their players inverted up here, just kind of playing around with the passes up here, trying to really just draw out that stack from Playhouse. It is working quite well for them right now. A little bit of stalling action as it tends to go. Impact Gods holding on to that now, making some movement up into Purple's zone. Going to be Solar P holding on to that, bringing it back a little bit, sending it up over to Jack. Jack looking for the pass, finds it to Ghost Stuck. It's just them in the bubble. Gonna make it into the goal. That looks like it is a self goal on Sammy. Maybe a bit of a Chicago there. I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, that's another 2 points up for Killcode.
Unlucky there from Purple Playhouse. We'll see what they can do with the offensive joust here. They're kind of doing a similar play as Crunk would do, but it's not going to work out. It goes for the immediate 3, and Jack's going to score off it. Wow.
You hate and you love to see it, depending on which team you happen to be on when that happens. That is more points for Killcode. I'm not entirely sure if it's possible for purple to take this back mathematically, but regardless, they are going to make an attempt. Tries to get the pass over to Waffled Life, who is stunned. Ghost Duck gonna try to go for the open goal. Miscalculated shot though. Solar P has that in a very good position, moving into the bubble. Sammy in the goal is stunned, and it's another 2 points for Kill Code. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that does seal it mathematically, however.
It's just a brutal collapse here from Purple Playhouse. They're really going to need to figure out what they want to do going into round 2. Maybe get a few points here for momentum purposes, and we'll see what they can do. All right, it's going to be Sam over to Waffled Life, down to Yanus. Yanus looking for an opening, resets it back to Waffle, pressured back from Jack from mine. Over to Jaeger Boom. Oh, taken by Ghost Duck, who's going to clear that one all the way down the right tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Sam. Sam is going to pass that one over to Yanus, who's going to clear that all the way down, but it's going to be taken by Solar P. Solar P going to go for the shot, but saved by Sam with the fast stack. All right, going to clear that one out. Going to be a blind clear. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Waffle. And those are those momentum points that I was just talking about.
What a save, I would like to mention real quick. I love when the stat coming in and just the hard break as they get the disc try not to self-goal. Because it'd be like that sometimes. But regardless, gonna see what points we end on the board here. Killcode does have this round, but they're still gonna try to get some points, it looks like. Solar P trying to get the pass back over to Jack, but it does not connect. Trying to get the pass back to Impact Gods, which also does not connect as it bounces around the middle here. 10 seconds on the clock. What are they going to decide to do with it? Probably not too much, realistically. But Impact pushing up. Maybe dropping it in for the last minute goal. No, not quite. As we seal round 1, 8-17 in favor of Kill Code. What a round.
Yeah, Kill Code, I feel like this round has been really mistake filled from both teams, but Kill Code able to clean it up a lot better than Purple Playhouse, able to kind of more flexibly kind of go back and forth between the sides of the field. Purple Playhouse did feel a little bit slow, especially on the counterattacks of Kill Code, which allowed them to score a lot, especially on those threes and with momentum. All right, we're going to be looking at the stats here. Sammy's got 2, Yanus with 0, Jaegerboom with 4, Waffle with 2, Impact Gods with 0, Solar P with 5, Ghost Duck with 2, and Jack with 8. And looking at the possession, looks like Kill Code has been dominating in terms of possession at almost an extra minute. And they also are winning in terms of shots taken 10-8 over Purple Playhouse. Yeah, just interested to see here what Purple Playhouse is going to do in this round 2 and see what adjustments should make.
Yeah, definitely have to see what happens here for sure. But yeah, I do agree. I think there's definitely been some errors that have been had for both teams here. Sometimes getting taken advantage of, sometimes not. I mean, that's what really you tend to see. But we have our neutral joust here as we start this round. Killcode wins that neutral joust with a headbutt, I believe, but it immediately gets sent very quickly back into their zone. They have their stacks right on that, though. Solar P going to get the clear back out and a pass off that tunnel wall to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck going to slam it into the ground, tries to get their stack to it, but doesn't quite connect. Jack does still recover that, though. They are really holding on to that possession here, and Purple Playhouse has not really taken their chances to steal that there, but maybe they will here as Jaegerboom and Jack gonna go for it. Jack still gets that, though. Solar P has an open goal. Blunder left their goal open. That is 3 points for Killcode, starting off this round with a kind of rough goal.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do. There can't leave the goal open like that. Gotta secure the goal first. That is the first priority. All right, Purple Playhouse going to be coming out for their offensive joust. It's going to be Sam at the QB position. Going to toss that one over to Jaegerboom. Jaegerboom under heavy pressure here. The pass back to Sam a little bit botched because of that. Oh, and the fast stack of Killcode. Ooh, they missed, though. They did have a nice opportunity there. Jaegerboom over to Yanus. Yanus going to pass it up to Waffle. Waffle with the bounce 3. Beautiful stuff here, and a great response by Purple Playhouse, evening it up.
Evening it up indeed. Yeah, seeing how they go back here. I think everyone's getting a little bit more warmed up now, of course. See how Kill Code responds now that they have their joust advantage here. We've seen them do pretty strongly in their joust advantages, I'll say. And Jack, speaking of strong joust advantages, very quick go here. It looks like we're looking 6.9 seconds according to the scoreboard there. So very quick rollout. Went very aggressive with that one. That is another 3-pointer kill code on an open goal.
Wow, that was absolutely insane to watch. All right, we're going to be seeing Purple Playhouse here with the disc. It's going to be over to Jaegerboom. This fast stack of Kill Code, they're just playing fast. Kill Code's advantage right now is their speed. Ghost Duck going to pass that one up to Jack. Jack up to Impact Gods. Impact Gods trying to get around Waffle, but Waffle gets the better of him. Going to toss that one away, but it kind of bounces off geometry unluckily there and kind of bounces right back. Ghost Duck inverted on the ceiling. Going to do a lot of shenanigans there and going to get the 2 points. Beautiful stuff there from Ghost Duck. Very much a solo play. Just spin move after spin move on the ceiling there.
And we have a timeout coming from Purple Playhouse additionally. So I probably actually a wise decision, actually. I don't really see teams utilize their timeouts very much. So, it's useful to have. You have one to use across each round here.
Yeah, they're
So
definitely
it
going to be
is
talking
certainly
about.
useful.
They're definitely going to be talking about like what they want to do. They need to figure out, especially on offense. I feel like on defense, although I feel like, yeah, they need to figure out what they're going to want to do on offense because it's really the counterattacks that are really killing Purple Playhouse's chance, and also Pizza Party in chat right now while the timeout is going on. So Domino's lava cake goaded can't lie, says Kroger's.
It's the truth. I actually don't think I've had it before. In terms of the match, also unpause coming in here. So,
Oh, that
but
was
yeah,
quick. There we go.
yes, actually. They just need a minute or two to talk. But yeah, Killcode's been playing a lot more aggressively this round, which makes sense since I think Purple Playhouse has stepped up their game a little bit too. So Killcode, just taking things very hard and fast. So we'll see how they decide to run this here. As Purple Playhouse has their joust advantage once again here. Sammy sending that over to Jaegabon. Jaegabon getting the quick pass over to Yanis. Yanis looking for the pass, scans across, finds Waffled. Waffled tries to get that pressure from Impact, does get the stun off though. It ends up in Jaegerboom's hands. Jaegerboom getting the slide over to Sammy. Beautiful passes here. Waffle tries to get the pass up, gets stolen though. Excuse me. Yanis does recover that though. Yanis holding on to that, trying to draw out the pressure a little bit, and the bubble defense is tight, but it doesn't matter. Sammy for the 2. Now bringing that point difference up to only 3 points between them. Killcode still having a little bit of an advantage here, but Purple Playhouse closing in on them.
Yeah, as you said, that bubble defense there from Killcode was really tight, but Purple Playhouse was just able to get the goal. Not really much to say there. All right, Ghost Duck here at the QB position. Going to go on the ceiling to dodge that Purple Playhouse fast stack. It's going to be Solar P. Almost all of the Killcode players are inverted right now. Over to Jack, over back to Ghost Duck, over to Solar P. A little bit of a triangle passing formation here. Very interesting. Ghost Duck going to be pressured by Jaegerboom from behind, still inverted. A lot of shenanigans going on. A lot of jukes. Over to Jack. Cross map to Impact Gods. Impact Gods looking for an opening here. Oh, saved by Sammy. And that's going to be cleared out over to Yanis, who's going to shoot that all the way down left tunnel. We'll see who gets to it first. It's going to be Solar P. Solar P going to throw that one to Jack. Oh, tries to pass it over to Ghost Duck and Impact Gods. A lot of stunning out going on right now. A lot of steals. Ghost Duck going to pass that one all the way back to Solar P. Solar P almost gets stunned by that Purple Playhouse fast stack. It's going to be Impact Gods, who tries to go for the 3, but it misses. That is unfortunate there. Yanis going to clear that one. Try to clear that one back, but it's going to bounce off geometry into Solar P's hands. Solar P going to throw that one to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck looking for an opening. Gonna invert over to Solar P. So not much pressure on Solar P. Solar P can take their time, but over to Impact Gods for the 2. Beautiful stuff there from Kill Code, slowing things down and then pressuring when the time is right.
Kill Code with the killer offense right now, to be honest. See how Purple Playhouse responds to this. I think they're having a little bit of trouble defending against Kill Code when their offense just really picks up here, and that can be quite rough for them. So, but Impact right now does get that from Purple Playhouse. It's gonna just bounce around in the bubble here. See who gets here first. Ghost Duck lands straight on that disc. Gonna go in. Sammy with the steal though. Moved in a little too close, stopping that from happening. Innis is going to get that. Gets a, just looks like a lob clear down into the bubble. Almost bounces in, actually. Tries to get it in, but it bounces off the rig. Boom has that, and it's close enough where they can set it in for the 2. That is another 2 points up for Purple Playhouse. Still just holding on to those 3 points between them right now. Very, very interesting happening here. I think Purple Playhouse may be having a little bit of trouble keeping possession, actually.
Yeah, that's true. They're really going to have to figure out how to keep possession here. All right, it's going to be Kill Code with their offensive joust. Ghost Duck over to Jack. Jack down to Solar P. Solar P going to take their time. Going to figure out what they want to do. Just going to sit there with the disc. All right, we're going to be waiting here a little bit. Solar P going to throw it across to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck pressured by that Purple Playhouse fast stack. Over to Solar P, back to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck forward to Jack. Jack dodges that fast stack up to Impact Gods. Impact Gods passing it down to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck over. Nope, gonna try to do it himself, but off the ding ring. Jack's gonna take possession and finish it off. Beautiful 2 there from Jack.
The goalie stuns, man. Another 2 coming in for Kill Code. Yep, 5 points up. There is time for Playhouse to take this back, but they are going to have to step up their game to defeat Kill Code here. They would need at least a 3 and a 2 here. But it looks like they may try to go for a bit more of an aggressive play. Doesn't